Welcome to Delegate Wedding Festivals. Today we are going to have a webinar on how you can plan a sustainable wedding. My name is Fani Wyadi, founder of Ecofrenli. Today I'll be a speaker where I'm going to share with you some practical tips on how you can create an eco-friendly wedding from the preparations to the after party. First of all, let me introduce you a little bit more on Ecofrenli. We are a female-led impact startup, provides a range of home kitchen lifestyle to the commercial eco-friendly products. We recently won UN Women Empowerment Awards in Gender Responsive Marketplace category, and we've just been acknowledged as UN Global Partner in Marine Litter for our work in advancing solutions to reduce and eliminate marine litter in our oceans. Here we vision to make sustainable living easy for everyone. We work on various upcycled projects such as wood, plastics, fishnets. Besides, we provide an organic, healthy options to your daily lifestyle products, perfect for your wedding gift. We also support craftsmen artisans, women community, and children in Indonesia to improve their quality of life. Therefore, your purchase will directly support their livelihood. We are also operating on the hybrid online and offline commerce. You can directly check your choice of products in our showcase location at Plaza Singapura and Yishun Center, or shop online at ecofrenli.com at the comfort of your home. We are partnering with Alba Startup, where you can get reward for dropping your e-waste at the various locations like cold storage or other retailers and shopping malls area. We also partner with Sustained, a sustainable applications that encourage your eco-friendly lifestyle. We have supported Tottenham Hotspur and an upcoming reward partners with SingLife, Alviva, and Tuas Power Apps. Now, before we started, let's discuss on why sustainability. Since there are many different aspects in being sustainable, today we will focus on the goal to reduce carbon footprints and eliminate waste. According to Singapore Green Plan, tons of our waste ended up in Semakau Island, where it is expected to be completely filled in just 15 years. Therefore, Singaporean is expected to reduce 26% of their waste by 2026. Now, since it's only a few years ahead, it's important for us to be more conscious and start making a sustainable choices to plan our big day with less impact to the environment. So the goal here is to reduce carbon footprints and eliminate waste. And as you can see here, these are the conditions of Semakau Island. Now, these are a short steps that you can focus to reach such goals. First, we start with refusing. That means we refuse any disposable and single-use plastics. Second is reduce. By refusing, you're obviously reducing your plastic waste. Now, eventually, if you happen to have to buy something in plastic, you will always try to reuse it back. So let's say it's the packagings of bottles, you can try to eventually reuse it back for other purpose. Besides recycling it, there are many blue bins around, and you can always drop your plastic waste to those bins, and hopefully it gets recycled properly. And we always remind yourself, your close friends and others about the need to follow these 4 R's. Now, those steps would be the basics on today's webinar. In your wedding preparations, we start with food and beverages, where, as you know, couples spend thousands of dollars, and besides, there are 180 kilograms of food waste and 60 tons of CO2 are produced alone by a single wedding. That is an equivalent to what 4 to 5 people produce in a year. So in order to avoid wasting your dollars, think about providing food takeaways. If it's in a dining occasion, you can opt to donate the clean leftover food to the food rescue after the party. Or to increase everyone's safety, you can also opt for a takeaways for each of the attendees. But remember to choose an eco-friendly packagings that are either compostable or reusable. And try to avoid giving plastic cutleries. Therefore, always choose for a reusable ones. And another preparations is the decorations. Decorations is major parts in all weddings. Now, it is now time to avoid this. Why? Because the decoration waste in Singapore grew by 38% alone in 2021. Therefore, if you're a creative person, you can try recycling projects for some waste like newspaper. Or if you don't have the time, you can ask your vendors to reuse their previous decorations. Hopefully this will save you more money rather than building an entire new decorations. Even though some materials can be plastics, but at least there won't be any waste left after the party, as the vendors will be reusing them for the next party. Now, for the wedding gowns, if you can see here, 90% of people ended up never using their wedding garments again, cluttering their cupboards, and all might ended up in the landfill. So if you're again a creative person, you can always opt for an upcycled vintage clothing. It could be maybe somebody close, like a grandmother's, close friends, moms, someone that is personal and close to your hearts, and eventually redesign them into making it something that is more suitable for millennials. If you eventually do not have that options, you can always choose something for rent. So it could be a bridal gowns, it could be a wedding suits, even your bridesmaid dresses. Now, for the invitation cards, the wedding invitations contributes to the overused landfills and deforestations. So in addition of the chemical and ink used in the printing process, that obviously can be harmful for the environment. Therefore, here you can opt for a plastic-free wedding invitations. Could be a recycled paper with seeds, where those paper is something you can throw after the party, of course, and put it in the flower pots, and you can watch it grow. And you can choose from many different seeds and vegetables, keeping you good time memory for a long time, definitely. Okay, and the next one will be the wedding souvenirs. So 85% people ended up throwing their wedding souvenirs as they have no use of them. So now you can opt for something that people can eventually use. And during this time, it could be something for their daily life. Example, an artisan soap bars, where it is made without SLS and paraben, is safer for the skin and healthy for the body. You can also opt for a soy wax scent candles that they can take home. It is important for their health, and obviously it looks very nice. If you are more and more a practical person, you can also offer an upcycled fishnet shopping bag that eco-friendly upcycle directly from the fisherman. Instead of throwing it in the oceans, we get the women community to handmade them into a shopping bag, and it lasts for years. That saves thousands of plastic bags. Another souvenirs that people can choose for is a wooden cutleries with a takeaway pouch. Again, these sales will go to directly this artisan in Sumatra, where they educate children for English. So as you know, in the pandemic, it's probably more hygienic or more safe to bring your own cutleries instead of taking a shared one from the food courts. You can also get some designers wooden coaster that comes with the fancy designs, and it's made of upcycled woods that is painted on. Another thing is that if you have a little bit more budgets, then you can go for a cup with coasters so that your guests can enjoy good times with their tea or coffee at home. So, on the recap, before the events, this is all you can do. First, remember to always choose or rent options for your wedding gowns, for the accessories, for the decorations, instead of made to order, and save hundreds of dollars. Second, it's to make a digital payment available for people to give you a home bao. All right, so it's less waste on a red pocket. Besides, it's more than accepting dollars. Yes. Also confirm in advance with your guest if you're coming to the events. This time around, you might want to expect a lower attendance due to the pandemic. And eventually, once you get confirmations, you can always reduce or readjust the amount served with your vendors. Remember to always eliminate the use of any disposable items like cutleries, cups, and other decorations. Choose plastic-free everything, including your invitation cards. You can always have recycled paper, seed paper, so the guests can throw it after on their pots, obviously, and see the flowers growing, keeping your good memory alive for a very long time. You can also choose a wedding souvenirs that can be used instead of just a decorations, like, you know, upcycled wooden phone stand, washable face mask, and reusable shopping bag. And you can always check more options in our website, or you can check the packages in our booth at a curated service. Now, what you can do after the party? You can donate your leftover food to a local food rescue community. There are a few of them, but here I would like to highlight for Second Life, and opt for a paper box or using available boxes they have. Avoid any styrofoam. Second things you can do also, after the party, you can dry all fresh flower bouquet and decorations, if you have some, as your house decorations. You can choose to do it on your own, obviously. And if you have too many of them, you can always give away some to your friends or close family as a thank you keepsake. The next thing is to repurpose or donate everything and avoid throwing anything away. And eventually, if any extra wedding souvenirs to the guests who didn't come, you can always mail it to them. And the last part, something that is a little bit out of the context, but it's very important to reduce your carbon footprints, is to sign up for a tree planting programs to neutralize your carbon footprints. Now, so far, thank you so much for listening to our webinar. And as a thank you, we would like to offer you a free download of a wedding journals to checklist your wedding preparations from our booth, or you can also visit our showcase location at Plaza Singapura and get a wedding souvenir samples when you booked an appointment with our team. Thank you for taking part to save the Earth.